Hey everyone, Rob here from Block Lab. I'm just going to bring you up to speed with a new feature that came out with version 1.3.1 of Block Lab the other day. And the feature allows you to access the additional CSS class for a block. Now what that is that in all of the native blocks and custom blocks by default, you have this. So I'm just creating a paragraph block here. And over here on the right, under Advanced, I have this additional CSS class. What that lets you do is pass a CSS class into the block. In our case, via the templates. Now, up until recently, putting something in there didn't mean anything, and you couldn't do anything with that with Block Lab, but now you can, and I'm going to show you how. So, create a little quote block here, or a big quote block here, and added two fields: a text area field and a text field. And I'll quickly show you my template file for that. I just have a div with a CSS class or a class of quote, two paragraph tags with classes quote text and quote author, and then I've used the block field function here to access our data for our two custom fields, text and author. I've got the CSS styling in this template file now as well, just to keep things simple. Some basic styling for the quote div, and then for the text for both the text and the author. And you'll see down here at the bottom, I've got this extra CSS class of BG red, which stands for background red, which gives it background color of red and a color of white. Now we are going to drop that BG red class into, this is our custom block that we made with the text and the author, and we're going to drop it into here. But to interact with that in our template, we have to do something, and it's as simple as using our block field function here. So I'm going to give this couple of an opening PHP tag, and a closing PHP tag, and block field, and this here is what is called the class name with the camel case N, is what is called a reserved slug. So when you create a field within Block Lab, it generates a slug. This slug here, class name with the capital N, is a reserved slug for the plugin, which specifically goes and grabs whatever you drop into this additional CSS class field. So if we put our BG red in there, I'm just going to come over here, make sure I've saved. I have saved it. So in the preview, or in our editor, you'll see it's given it the background color of red. And if we hit preview for our front end, we'll get the red treatment as well. I want to show you something that's pretty cool, actually, and a really good use case for this feature. So let's just let's remove the BG red. That's a bit of an eyesore, to be honest. So I'm going to duplicate this block. I'm just going to do it twice. So, oops. So we've got three big quote blocks with those in there, and I know that with the active theme that I have, there is a CSS class called align wide, which I'm going to use. For this one here, I also know there's another one called align full, and it doesn't do anything for me in the editor. If we look at the front end, you can see there's our normal one, which is contained within the normal sort of width parameters of the content area. This one spills over, which is using our align wide class. And this one goes at full width, which is using the align full CSS class. So that's a pretty handy little use case if you're creating a custom block and you sort of want to access the themes, CSS classes for alignments. That's a really simple and easy way to do it. But anyway, that's the new feature, and there's so many different ways that can prove useful for you as you go developing your own custom blocks and using them on your websites. Any questions, throw them in the comments below, or head over to join the new Block Lab Slack and post your comments and thoughts in there. Thanks, and see you next time.